People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of Seven on Twitter and YouTube, People of elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And I'm here in the soaping lab, ready to set up for the Rainbow Squeeze Challenge, and then I noticed a problem. Okay, because of the nature of this challenge, can't use one of these. That would be cheating. And when I used these originally, it was for the pointillism challenge, and each of these, the big ones are 8 ounces, and the little ones are 6 ounces, and just doing some basic math, because that was a 3-ounce mold, which was 48 ounces. This that I'm working in today is a 64-ounce mold, which is 4 pounds. So when you do the math on, okay, I have 5 colors, and I'm using 64 ounces of soap, and then I looked up, that's 12 ounces, well, actually 12.3 ounces per container that I have to fill up with the funnel. And this container at the tallest spot for the measure right here is 8 ounces. I could fill it up to here and probably get another 2 ounces out of there, but it holds what it holds. And this one I could just more or less do 2, because this is a 6-ounce container, and then I could just use the exact same color and make a double of that one, make a double of that one, since those are both 6 ounces each. And then whatever's left we'll use for the decorating of the top. But just doing basic math, I don't know why that didn't occur to me. Well, yes, I do. I got a couple issues. But I don't know why it didn't occur to me before the start, and I'm just glad that I didn't put the lye and the water together with the oils before I figured out, hey, there's a computation problem. Since this is a challenge soap, that means I can't use the cups down there, which would actually make it easier. It has to be in that format. And I do have 3 more squeeze bottles, that are 6 ounces in the house. So the 2 that already have 8 ounces in it can have another 8 ounces, and then I could just double the amount that's in one of them. That way I still have the right amount of colors, the right amount of, soap, so forth and so on. But that would have been a real headache. And because of the method, they're going to make a very, very thin band, so that way when you squeeze it and you're doing certain things a certain way, it's going to look a certain way. So if I was to, say I'll just use this, so forth and so on, it'll be known real quick this wasn't done the right way, because the proper way to do it is going to produce a certain look. In the meantime, I'm thinking, and I'll probably use a little water, because this was a color that was mixed with aquamarine, and if you look real close, you can see little speckles in there, because they were all mixed with oil, but that's not a mica. So micas tend not to cooperate when you mix it with oil. So I figured nothing else, because at this point, just to get the micas mixed in, that's how come you have the oil. But if I add a little water, by the time it hits the funnel, so forth and so on, it gets all blended in. It's not going to matter if it was mixed with aquamarine, water for the aquamarines or oil for the micas, because at this point in time, only 2 of my colors, the True Blue and the Coral Reef Blue, those are, in fact, mica, but the Strong Pink and the fox is even underlined. It's aquamarine, which means if I take and put a quarter teaspoon, in a teaspoon of water and stir it around, the color will spread out so even it wouldn't be funny. It will literally dissolve itself. But oil needs something that will spread in the oil. And as you could tell, that's not a mica. Let me show you how a mica we're looking at. And this is the same oil that I set up for the challenge originally before Naughty Baby decided to seize up on me because, you know, that was a fragrance oil issue. But you see how evenly that spread out? And that's just from the oil. Okay, I'm going to show you the coral reef blue. Oh, well, the oil done separated on this, so I'm going to have to shake it. But you see how even the color just spread like that? There's no little pockets of speckle, 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 speckle because micas dissolve completely in oil. So the directions were for you to take a teaspoon of oil with your mica, so forth. So, but since I'm using mica and aquamarine, which is a dioxide, which needs water, then I'll just set those up the way it's supposed to be for that type of colorant, because the moment the funnel goes into the colors and you shake it up, so forth and so on, that's going to be all she wrote. It's like you do this, you do this, you do this, you get it into the mode, and then you continue on until the challenge is completed. And that just reminded me I need to prep 2 more bottles with this. Let's see if you can see that. You see the tip right there? Hold on. I had to cut that tip because it would have made a pinpoint size, and the rest of them are that size. So I gotta also cut the tip off of that because I already did that with those 2 bottles, and it has to be consistent so that way when I do the challenge and complete the challenge, you know, everything will be copacetic. But anyway, excuse me, I'm still having an effect from the strawberry oil that, you know, because basically I'm allergic to strawberry. One second. Anything with menthol will clear my sinuses, so if I happen to vape some menthol, it clears out everything that's clogging up the works in there. Fun effect, too. Anyway, I'm going to get that set up with the proper proportions for the amount of the capacity for that soap with the colors, because I'm going to repeat those colors. I'm not going to use 9 and 10 colors. I want it simple, so since I chose 5 colors, I'll just repeat 2 of the colors and then fill up the bigger bottles with the colors, so then whatever's left to be the decorative topping. But stay tuned for Rainbow Squeeze number 6 challenge, or challenge number 6, attempt number 2. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-peepla.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at peepla.etsy.com.